Hello guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today's video is a kind of devlog. I haven't coded in an entire week and a half, and that's just because I've had a ton of tests this week, and it's been crazy, to be honest. So I'm glad to be making this video. I allotted a time today to actually work on it, which is now. But yeah, yesterday we were celebrating my birthday. Day before, also celebrating it because I went to see the Book of Mormons at like 8 p.m. on Friday night. But um, then and then on Saturday, yesterday, I just hung out with my friends because they slept over because, they weren't going to go home and at like midnight after watching the Book of Mormons, so they kind of had to sleep over. Another thing, I got the spot in a focus group for game development, which is pretty cool. They said they'd contact me. They already contacted me twice, and I got accepted. It pays $400, which is pretty crazy. Um, but yeah, that's that. And let's. So before we get started, I just want to check my spam folder just to check something. Alright, doesn't look like. Okay, so let's get started. So what am I working on today? Well, by the title, you probably know it's the audio system. So I whipped up this audio system demo. I had been working on this demo for a while because I was getting really confused as to why whenever I put a uh, a wave file within the resources module inside of my project, it would get the file and it would work, but then it would also at the same time throw like a file not found exception. And that was really confusing to me, because essentially what would happen was it would get the file easily, and that wouldn't throw an exception. But then, once it actually used the file, it would say null pointer, and it wouldn't work. Other times, and then I changed the path, because I thought maybe I wrote the path wrong, forgot like a slash or something, but when I changed the path, then instead it would not throw a null pointer exception when I used the file, but instead it wouldn't be able to find the file. So after much research and frustration, I finally figured out in one obscured Stack Overflow thread that it apparently the Maven automatically apparently filters the resources folder for binary files. I think that's what it said. And wave files are apparently binary files. I had to Google that. And so I just decided, alright, I'll move my assets to a binary folder called bin, of course, within the assets. So now we have a libraries and a bin folder, so libs and bin, libraries and binary. Binary holds all the assets, but the resources folder can also load assets. So that's why within this file loader, we actually have multiple methods in order to get a file. So we have two buffered image loaders, a load resource image. So that means it's just going to load any resource. And sorry, not any resource, any file, any image file within this resources folder. But then just load image, it just loads the image associated with the path that's not specific to the resources folder. Same thing with load file that has a regular load file just gets a file that is associated with the path, and then the load resources file same thing. So let me just actually delete that because we don't need that. Okay, so we're working on audio, and I just explained my previous frustration. I did not understand that wave files were filtered inside of the resources folder, resources module in Maven. So instead, what I'm going to do is put it inside of a binary folder. So I had a sample audio that I pulled from one of my old games that I had made in this program called Sfxr. So this program, Sfxr, it allows you to easily create sound effects. Let me just check that. Oops, what is happening? Let me just check that OBS is recording the sounds. Okay, yes. So you heard that, hopefully, and so you can just create sounds. You can mutate, and it'll just kind of it'll change each of the values that and attributes that define the sound by a little bit, and then randomizing just randomizes all of the attributes, as you can hear here. And also you can adjust these sliders manually. So let's say let's play the sound. Okay, so I think the sustain time is too long, so that way it only plays once. But let's say I do want it to play more times, and I just increase it. Let's say I want to change the speed, make it a lot faster. Okay, no, that didn't do anything. I don't know too much about all of this, but it is easy to fiddle around with it and then create your own sound effects, which is pretty cool. And then they also have some different types of sounds, which is pretty cool. And then you can just export it to a wave file, and that's very useful. So that by the way, that's a 8-bit and 16-bit wave file exporter. All right, so let's get started on the audio manager. So I've got this SFX package ready here, and I'm just going to create a new Java class called Audio Manager. And this Audio Manager is going to contain all of the attributes that I have defined here. Right, so I am going to copy down all of this code, but I'm going to add comments after each one, and that will allow me to explain what is going on. So let's start off by just relaying out all of my my windows. Okay, so the audio manager, we're going to start off with the array list, private static final array list, and this is going to contain audio clips. So we have to create that object, audio clip, and this audio clip object is going to have a constructor that is going to pass in the name, the path, and the volume as a float. Now we aren't going to do anything with the volume just yet. That's going to come in a later version, but I just want to set it out there that way I don't forget. So let's just say class, and then we can create another method called private void create clip. So this is going to create the actual clip of the audio clip, right? That means we're going to have a public clip object, right? It's going to be imported from the JavaX library. And we're going to have a public audio input stream, I believe it's called. Audio input stream. We check. Yeah, audio input stream. And then we can just have the public, okay, the name, the path, the volume. Alright, so let's just do that right now. So, sorry. So we can just do public string name, and then public string path, public string, or not string, public float volume, and then these are going to be initialized in the constructor, so we'll just put that as final. And then over here, we can just do this.name equals name, this.path equals path, this.volume equals to volume. There we go. And then after we've initialized all of those variables, attributes, we are just going to create the clip. Now this is going to be put in a separate method, that way it's just easier to read and separate and differentiate between just the initialization and creating the actual clip, which is a much longer process. So this I'm actually going to have to reference my code because I do not remember how I did it. So let's Okay, so I start off with a try catch block. And this is going to catch the unsupported audio file exception and the IO exception, and line unavailable exception E. Call that exception E. And then we're just going to do e.print stack trace if something does go wrong. And now we want to create the initialize the actual audio input stream. So we're just going to set that equal to the audio system's input stream, right? Audio input stream, and then in the parameters we have to specify the file, right? The file that the audio clip object is associated to. So this file would be the WAV file. So we're going to do new file and then path. Right. Now, what we can actually do, I think I haven't tested this, so I'm not sure. Let's just test it out. We can do file loader dot load file, and we can just pass in the path, right? That way we don't have to do new file path load file. Yeah. Okay, so you can do that. That's fine, because essentially the perks of doing this is because an audio a WAV file isn't going to be in the resources folder and only in the binary folder. So this load file is different from the load resource file, which just makes it it makes more sense and it looks better, in my opinion. Then we have to actually create initialize the clip, like the method says, create clip. We're just going to do clip equals to audio system dot get clip, and then we're just going to open it with the audio input stream that we just initialized. All right, and then you know what? Let's just make some getters. Getters public clip get clip return clip public string, or you know what, public audio input stream get audio input stream or return audio input stream. Yeah, that's it. And then and we're not going to make any setters, because this is basically a record, except that the record doesn't have any processes. It's just like a box that contains a bunch of values that aren't changed. And this audio clip is basically a record, except for the fact that it has to create its own clip, in which case it can't be an actual record. It has to be just a normal class object. So we've set up the entire audio clip. Now let's start creating some of the comments to help users use it. So let's go through these. So the audio, so we can just say attributes, right? Attributes right there. And this is going to create the clip by initializing the audio input stream and then using it to initialize and open the clip, right? So then we can just do getters. We've done getters, so then we can just say over here the parameters. So all we really have to do here is state what the parameters are. So the name is going to be the reference name of the audio clip, right? And then the path is going to be the path of the raw WAV file, and we just need to state that the path is not a resource. And then the parameter, we'll just say volume is the volume of the wave file at which it will be played at. And that's pretty much it for documentation. We do need to do the classes thing. So I haven't done this in a while. As I said, I have been working a crap ton. So I'm just gonna scroll up here. You know what? Let's optimize some imports, since that always bugs me. So let's run that. Okay, so over here, let's just copy this and paste that here. And we are currently in version, okay, file loader version, since and version is the one it's, okay, yeah, so let's say 2.1. We optimized imports, right? Or wait, yeah, just optimized imports. But anyways, in the audio clip, what we can do is change this to 2.1. Oh, I forgot to change the date here, so I know you can't see it, but it's not important. Audio clip you should see. So the audio clip, the author's gonna stay the same because it's me, but we're just gonna say, oops, an audio clip object contains all of a audio files attribute all of the attributes of an audio file. An audio clip object contains all the attributes of an audio file that are used to define how it's played. And then the object itself also automatically handles and creates the clip and audio input stream. Alright, there we go. So since 2.1 and the state is wrong, it's 12/5 of 2021, and there we go. Okay, Audio Manager, we can finally continue this because we can now specify audio clip because we finished that. So audio clip, and we can say currently playing audio, currently playing sounds, equals to a new array list, right? And then let's create a comment here just saying contains all of the audio clips whose clips are currently playing. I didn't realize all of is not proper English. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. So now we can just say, well, let's create a getter because it is one of the easier things to make. So we can say, well, you know what? Let's just do public static void index audio clip, and indexing the audio clip just means that we're going to add the audio clip to the currently playing sounds array list. So we're just going to do currently playing sounds dot add, and then in here we'll just say audio clip because we're going to need to specify the audio clip. We'll just paste an audio clip. So the reason why we're doing this is because when a creator is creating a game and he needs to, and he needs to look at the code and see how it works. Saying currently playing sounds.add, it just looks messy and it's not, it's just not as formal. It makes it less confusing to just put this void, because then you know exactly what it's doing. So, and even if they don't, we're going to have a comment, audio clip being indexed, and then here we're just going to say add the audio clip specified to the, or you know what, formally declares the specified audio clip as an audio clip that is currently being played. So now let's actually just take a look at the actual audio system demo, because I made the demo for a reason, so might as well look at it. Alright. Hopefully you guys can still see that. I also made a oh wait, this is private static void. Yeah, it's private because that's only going to be used within the audio manager system. Remove audio clip, specify the audio clip, say currently playing audio sounds.remove audio clip specified, and here we can just say audio clip being removed, and here we can say formally declares the audio clip, the specified audio clip as an audio clip that is, or formally declares that the specified audio clip is no longer playing. Okay, so let's just change this and shorten this. Formally declares the specified audio clip is being played, right? So, up here, we're going to do all of the playing, right? We're going to do public static void play, audio clip. We're going to specify the audio clip, and we're just going to do audio clip.getClip.start. So that starts the clip that we create inside of the audio clip thing, and then we're just going to formally declare that this audio clip is playing. Right, that's what the index audio clip means. And then we can just say, and okay, so let me just make sure people understand why we have this array list. It just allows for easier modification and debugging. So let's say somebody needs to figure out if something is being played or not in their game. They can just use a method we're going to implement that checks whether it's being played. So let's actually create that now. And I didn't put this in the demo. I forgot to. So we can just say public static boolean is audio clip playing. Right? So, inside of here, let's specify the audio clip. So we can say audio clip, and then we can say, and then we can just loop, or actually, wait, I wonder if .is .has, no. I want to see if there's a method that automatically checks if the object specified in the parameters is is in there. So that would return a boolean, right? So let's see, boolean, add all, no, that's boolean, but okay. Is empty, no. Let's see, it would have to return a boolean. Remove all, remove if, no. Retain all. If it contains, yes, that's it. If it contains this object. So current object contains the audio clip, right? And we're just going to return that boolean, right? And then we're going to create a separate version. We're going to create a separate version of this getter. Is audio clip playing with the exact name, but instead of specifying the audio clip with the actual object itself, let's say we don't have that object, we can just call it or reference it by the name, right? So we can just say return, we might have to iterate through this one, I'm not entirely sure. Dot contains, no, yeah, we're going to have to create a for loop. So we can say for audio clip, and the currently playing sounds, array list. We're going to say if audio clip dot name dot equals to the name specified in the parameters, then we are going to return true. Alright, so yeah, so essentially we're going to return a boolean, and we're going to loop through all of the audio clips within the currently playing audio clips array list, and we're going to check if each individual index's name is equal to the name specified in the parameters of this method. And if it is, then that means that the clip that is associated with the name is playing, in which case we're going to return true. Otherwise, if it doesn't find anything, we'll just return false. Okay, so we've got that done. Let's create some comments right here. So we're going to return, we don't need to specify that. Audio, we don't need to specify, actually no, we should. Add parameter, so the parameter is audio clip, is audio, or, you know what, no, we don't need to specify that, the user knows. Checks if the audio clip specified in the parameters is being played. And this is going to be checks if the audio clip specified by its name attributes is being played. I'm an idiot, I accidentally put that there. And then in here we can just say plays an audio clip in this, you know, I just say plays an audio clip once. Alright, I'm going to take a little break. See you guys in a second. And now you're starting to see why I don't make many of these devlogs. This thing that I'm doing, this feature I'm implementing, the audio manager in the audio system, would normally take me like 10 minutes, but you can see this video is already 30 minutes long because I'm explaining everything. So anyways, like static void play. So that plays it. Now we're gonna also do the the looping. So public static void loop audio clip. We're gonna specify the audio clip, and we're gonna specify the amount of times we're looping. So we're just gonna do audio clip dot get clip. Luckily, the clip, the actual clip object, has a built-in loop method, right? But the reason why we don't just skip directly to this method is because with this loop method that we're creating, we can just specify and the clip we're going to be looping and the amount of times we're looping it easily, and it also indexes it all at once. So we're just going to also do index audio clip. Okay, so now the stop method. Actually, before we do that, let's just do this, and we don't need to say, you know what, why don't over here we do @param audio clip being played, and over here we're going to say @param audio clip being played amount of times the clip is looped. So when I say it loops, so if we put 1 inside of the parameter, that means that it's going to loop once. That doesn't mean it's just going to play the audio clip once. It means it's going to play it twice, because the action of looping is just doing it again. So or doing the action again, right? So if the action is playing the audio clip, then we are going to loop it once. Then that means we're going to replay it once, which means we're going to play it twice in total. So then we're also going to do, so now we're going to do the stop method. Public static void stop audio clip that we're stopping. And this is going to be fairly simple, I think. Yeah, so we're just going to do for audio clip and just call this AC inside of the currently playing sounds. We can say if AC dot AC dot get. What am I doing? What am I doing? We can just do audio clip dot get clip dot stop, and then audio clip dot get clip dot close, and then we're gonna do remove audio clip, and we're just gonna do audio clip right there. And now let's create the second version of this, which is same thing except it's specified through the name of the clip. So we're gonna do public static void stop, pass in the name of the audio clip, and we are just going to iterate through all of the audio clips inside of the currently playing audio clips array list. So, but to do that, we're just going to do audio clip, and the currently playing audio clip sounds, and then we're going to check each index for its name. So we're going to say if audio clip dot get name, dot name dot equals to the name specified in the parameters. Then we're going to do audio clip dot get clip dot stop, audio clip dot get clip dot close, and remove the audio clip. And we're just gonna break. There we go. So now right here we can say over here we can say audio clip being stopped is name of audio clip being stopped, and stopping does not mean pausing, so I think maybe I should say that stops the audio clip specified. This does not mean it is paused, simply that the entire action of playing the audio clip is terminated. So we can just, copy that, paste that. right there. Okay, so I think that's pretty much it. Why don't I just look over the demo I made? And you know what? I'm going to push this to GitHub just because it's a pretty cool audio manager. Fairly simple, but still. So I'm just going to share the project on GitHub. And it's gonna be public. And we just say audio system 1.0 version of audio system used in Arki-Engine. Share that. Just add that. Add. So now the only thing we have to do is the documentation. So let's just go up here, copy that, paste that, manages the all playing audio clips. And then, okay, manages the playing of all audio clips, because not only does it manage, so if I were to say it manages all playing audio clips, that means that that any audio clip that is being played, that is currently being played, is being managed. But that doesn't include all of the clips that are going to be played. So manages the playing of all audio clips and all audio clips being played. So then managing the playing of all audio clips means that it manages whether an audio clip is being played. So if I want to play, you know what, stupid explanation. There we go, we're done. Let's just update some more documentation. I believe vector 2, yeah, I did not make some documentation here. So this vector 2 record is just a way to store two values, two floats. So we can just say at author Lorcan A. Chang, and then we can say here the stores two floats to numbers as floats. Right? That's it. And we can just say getters. And this is just going to return first value, value A. This is just going to return second value, value B. Okay. Let's just check throughout the entire project to see. Oh, okay, so over here, what did we change? We just optimized imports. So we can just do this, 12, 5, right. Graphics, initialization, input, scenes. Here, just check, yes, we just optimized imports. And this would be since, or not since, it's being released on 2.1. Yep. Okay, these are all good. So let's just close these up, that way it's easier to navigate. This we changed. Alright, so we've done the scene. 12.5, 2.1. Alright, yeah. Scene. Audio clip. That's all good. Oh, whoops. I forgot to put the version info with the vector 2. Alright, so version 2.1, yep, that's all good. That's all good. This should be, yeah, 2.1, that's right. And then we don't change anything over here. Over here, we can say optimize. Okay, so here for the description of what we changed, I'm just going to say, well, what have we done today? First, we just optimized the imports and updated the documentation. So that's 2 things. But the main thing is going to be the audio manager. So I'm just going to say audio system, and then I'm going to say audio manager and the audio clip. And then the second thing is going to be update documentation and optimized imports. Commit and push. Okay. Why don't we test it? I forgot to test it. So, within the scene, you know what? We're gonna play it from the scene. All right. So after we map all the entities, whoops, we are going to say. Actually, you know what? Let's run it first and see if it works. Oh shoot! What? File loader load a resource image. That's doing it from the awake asset slash load resource image. Oh, I forgot to. Oh wait, no, that's why we had the slash there. Whoops. That's why we had the slash there. Okay, load resource image. That's gonna have slash. Oh, whoops. I was adding that to the object. Slash right there. And same thing is going to be for the resource file. So get resource slash right there. Okay, let's run it now. Alright, so physics are working. So now let's play the Book of Mormons. Right. So it's called sample audio, so I'm just gonna into the sample scene and I'm gonna do audio manager dot play new audio clip, and this audio clip is going to be called Mormons, and then the path is going to be file loader, or no, sorry. We already handled the path, so we're just going to do bin slash assets slash sample audio dot wav, and then we're just going to say the volume is 1. We don't use the audio yet, though. Okay, let's run it and pray it works. Oh, it works, and I did not change the audio clip to be the Book of Mormons. Huh. Okay, well, you heard it play. That's actually good, because now we can test out the loop. So let's loop it. Syntax error. Put in the wrong parameters. I have to specify how many times it's looped. So I'm going to say it's looping once. That means that it's going to play it 2 times. Alright, that worked. Let's say 3 times. Alright, wait, 3 times is... It's 4 times. There we go. And... You know what? Let's test something. So, let's go in here and say if key manager dot on pressed, and we're just gonna say key P. If I press P on my keyboard, then we're going to do audio manager dot stop, and we're just gonna say Mormons, right? Or you know what? Just say sample Sfx. Sample Sfx. Oh, perfect. It worked. So, let's loop it for 20 times, but we're gonna stop it before it finishes looping. Alright, I'm gonna press P, and it stopped it. Perfect. Okay, so that's working. Okay, so we've that audio clip is looping, and we are all good. Finish the audio, all of the audio system. Alright. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys had a great time. Here, wait, let me just come in and push this. We're just gonna say file loader. File loader. Fixed bug. Come in and push that. Alright, that's it. See ya.